Hey, bourbon brothers and sisters, Angry Mac here today. Please hit the sub button, subscribe, hit it, it's free. Help me grow. I think I'm at like 315 right now. Now the next step is 400. So help me get there. Please subscribe, like, share. Do your thing, because right now I'm going to do mine. I don't know if this is more of a rant or this is a debate. It's very much a hot topic that I was scolded for on another social media platform and just told I was flat out wrong. I'm just trying to pat myself on the back. I'm trying to get people to like me. Just so you know, I've never really tried to get people to like me. You like me or you don't. It's really on you. So everyone knows that I am a fan of the craft. The craft. And when I talk about craft, I'm talking about a big umbrella. I'm talking about the NDPs, independent bottlers, and of course the craft distillers. If I'm looking at a bigger umbrella, I could probably put some more things in there. As the industry has changed and where this great juice is coming from over the years has changed, and it's no longer coming just from distillers. We're starting to see these NDPs and these independent bottlers coming. So the question today is, are NDPs and independent bottlers craft? Do they fall under the craft industry? Do they fall under that umbrella, or is it just saved for craft distillers? And again, this is a debate, hot topic that people really want to get into. And as I said, people told me I am wrong and that craft should only be reserved for distillers only. Yeah, which even that is a little hazy. Is it distillers only who's going grass to grain, grain to glass to grass to grain? I don't know. From the grain to your table, that's what I'm saying. But this topic gets some people fired up. I was called some names just to say, you know, they said they weren't ganging up or being trolls, but I felt a little bit trolled. Just saying, I know those are my feelings. Nobody's concerned about that, especially my wife and the squirrels. So the argument for distillers is pretty simple. Pretty simple. They either source their grain or they grow their own grain. They mash it, they ferment it, they distill it, they take the risks, they barrel it, they most of them bottle it. It's where their hands are really getting the dirtiest, especially if you're out there in the farm. I called a distiller once and I couldn't talk to him because he was out in the farm with the corn. No joke. But that's what happens. So we're looking at these distillers like Kings County, Whiskey Acres, and Frey Ranch, which those two are grain to glass. Kings County, grain doesn't grow in Brooklyn. I'm not sure you realize that, but it does not. So they have to import and bring in and source all of their grain. But once again, they ferment, they have a pot still, the other ones are stilling. So it's the whole process there. It's if the fermentation fails, it's on the distiller. If the barrel ages poorly, it's on the distiller. So is that what defines craft? Is that really what defines craft? Purists believe so. Purists believe so. And I have to say, it is a valid argument. They are making it, selling it, putting it out there, doing what's arguably the hardest work from start to end and the work that takes the most time. So I understand craft distilleries, tons and tons of respect and credit. Now we look at the NDPs, and they're not all the same. They're not. Some are taking easy way out, and we know who they are. And some of them are really putting in tons and tons of work. You could look at Pursuit, you could look at Short Barrel, you could look at Buzzard's Roost, you could look at Frank August. These are NDPs that are taking things in and blending, and they're curating, and they're finishing. They are really going at it, trying to bring us the best from anywhere. But the main point for these distillers, these NDPs who are doing a great job, everything is transparent, honest. You know where it's coming from, you know what it's doing, and they're not just rolling stuff out and pretending they're distillers because they're not. And I know the purists don't like it. They're a purist just rolling their eyes. Hey, Mac, it's not a craft. You mean to tell me it's not a craft to age something properly? It's not a craft to blend something properly. It's not a craft to curate. It's not a craft to finish. If that's not craftsmanship, I'm not really sure what is. You know, so they're out there, as I said, carefully selecting, they're blending, finishing, they're doing it all. They're curating it. It's a lot of innovation. And not saying that the distillers aren't doing that. It's just a different craft. It's just a different craft. These aren't coming with these flavor profiles and people wanting to buy them. It's not coming on accident. It's not coming because it's not craftsmanship. Then we look into the next people on the range under the umbrella. For me, is the independent bottlers. I think independent bottlers are right now at a greatest point in time because there's so much out there and there's so many great crafts. And the two that strike out to me are Lost Lantern and Two Soul Spirits. They're going and they're finding the craft distilleries, the small ones, finding the greatest barrels. So do you think that these people would develop their palates, their sense of smell, their ability to just pick incredible, exquisite barrels and bring them to you? Is that not a craft? Is that someone not honing their craft for years? Like, I don't think I can go in and just pick the greatest barrels in there. I mean, the patience, the skill, the experience. I mean, I'd like to give it a shot, but I don't know if I could pick it for a whole line, for a whole company at this point in my life. So this is a craft unto its own. You know, is it the same as blending, distilling? No. But what crafts are the same? Being a plumber is a craft, being an electrician is a craft. They're completely different crafts. They're still crafts. It's still craftsmanship. And I think there's craftsmanship for all of this. Then we have these 4 bottles here. And you probably wondered, why does Mac have Preservation and 2 Augusta? Well, Preservation distills its own. Augusta distills its own. Preservation sources. Augusta sources. Where do they fall? Are they a craft distiller? I mean, the only thing that I think a craft distiller in my mind has to keep that small, personal, under a certain amount of barrels per year. And that's really where I judge it. They are the little guy in that 8 to 9% being sold as opposed to everything else. And as I said, as the craft industry grows, it grows every year. The umbrella grows to cover more. We are moving forward with the times and we need to adapt. Now, if you're a purist, once again, I understand your argument. But, you know, if we have these NDPs and these bottlers and they're providing honesty and transparency, I'm all for it. I don't want to drink the other stuff anyway. I want to know where my stuff comes most of the time. Good old surprise is good here and there, but that's why we do blinds. You know, so as the craft umbrella grows, what do you think? I do believe the craft industry is NDPs. I do believe the craft industry is bottlers. I do believe that the craft industry are the distillers, and I think those distillers are a different part, a different region, as all the other parts of the umbrella are. So what do you think? As long as they're not pretending to be something they're not, who cares? And the bottom line, does the label really mean anything? And the only reason I'm making this video is because I did get called out. Now, I firmly believe, drink what you want, drink how you want. If you believe it's not a craft, good for you, still enjoy it. If you believe it is a craft, good for you. Right now in my glass, I'm going to I'm going to go to Augusta, to be honest with you. I'm going to go with this little Augusta. I haven't had the Augusta 8 in a little bit, but they're always extremely tasty. And this is one of their sourced 8 years. Just saying. Absolutely phenomenal. So if you're enjoying something that was distilled by the craft, if you're enjoying something that was sourced by the craft, just enjoy it. Find the people you love, give them a hug. It is never ever what is in the glass. It is always who you are sharing it with. And right now, Angry Mac is sharing it with you. Please hit that subscribe button and enjoy your craft any way you like it.